Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Randy Ragamuffin Piper, and I have my helper here today.
My name is Gandalf, and I think I'm about to go fight a Balrog with this giant stick.
Kids these days.
Nope. I'm Lisbeth.
That's my daughter. Hey, we're cutting up some wood in a 100-acre forest. No live trees, no worries. Cutting up some of this junk wood, and we're gonna have a little fun on the porch tonight. So stick around, join us in a little bit. We're gonna brown some of them marshmallowy things, and we'll see you then. Hang on, here we go. So here we are up on the porch, me and Elizabeth here. We're going to have a little fire and roast some marshmallows later, but we thought we would share one of our favorite stories. It might be more than one favorite story.
Well, yours and mine.
Doesn't mean it's funny, it just means it's a favorite story. Could be funny. Never know.
Told me I only had to pick one. I was only allowed one.
Funny story or a good story? Or just a story. Could be boring. We hope it's not boring.
I hope not. I thought I picked a good one.
In my Series 3 Savinelli that I found after it was gone for 6 months. Yeah.
I was so concerned.
Yeah, I know. An heirloom pipe.
Well, yeah, that one's going to me.
Got some Holdger Danske in there. That's good stuff. Whatever it is. Still smells like peaches. I don't care what I say.
I believe you.
Hey.
Me and Mom think everything smells like,
Prunes.
Prunes.
Or raisins. So I go back. We're gonna tell our stories now. So I go back. One of mine is years ago. We took Elizabeth to Disneyland.
Oh gosh.
And she had on this little princess outfit. You know, the girls, they go to Disneyland, and boy, the Disneyland characters, they cater to the little ones if they're all dressed up. So,
Your Highness,
princess. So
princess.
it's always princess this, princess that.
I had on this little teeny tiny blue Cinderella dress.
I
wore that the whole time.
The whole time, yeah. In fact, you took 2 outfits because we were there 2 days, and you had 2 different outfits, one for each day. We only have really pictures and stuff of one day.
I only got pictures of that Cinderella dress. That's the one I wanted to wear all the time.
We were in one of them. We were in the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Gosh.
And I'm sitting there, Holdger and Mr. Toad statues behind me.
That thing was scary.
And she's putting her hand over my mouth because obviously I was saying something that she didn't want said.
I said, no, be quiet. I want to hear.
But one of the funniest things about that trip was, the princess, we took her to meet all the princesses.
Oh, no, I know where you're going with this.
And we took her to meet all the princesses. And she's so tiny. She's this tiny little thing. And they bend over, you know, and they give the little pose and everything. And every time she would turn to them and try to pose, she'd put her hand on their breast.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was like 4 or 5 years old.
And I'm sitting there, and Michelle's looking at me, and she's like, tell her not to put her hands on their breasts. Every time she takes a picture, she would turn, you know, kind of like to hug them, but...
I wanted to hug him. I wanted to give him a hug.
She's like, where do I put this?
That's
I'll
right
put
there. I'm sure we got
I don't have any pictures of that. So, no?
Oh.
Well, I might.
I think there might be one on Facebook somewhere. Oops.
Only one of them ever really paid any attention to it. She was like...
I feel so bad about that now. Like, oh my gosh. Well, and they're not allowed to stop hugging the children until the child stops hugging. Yeah, right. So until I let go, they couldn't let go.
They couldn't do anything because they're programmed to just smile.
My goodness. Oh.
All right, your turn.
Oh, goodness. Story I picked was one of the many times that we went to the boat. We would drive our 3 hours up there, and we would, you know, sit in the car together, go to the grocery store, get a bag of the crispiest Jojo, whatever you call them in your region, you know.
Oh, yeah, potatoes.
They were so good. The crispiest things I ever did have.
Fried potato wedges.
Ugh, those were so good. I miss them. But we would go up there, go to the grocery store, get our food, stay out on the boat for a little bit, do whatever we needed to, and then we would go out in our little dinghy, cook ourselves some dinner, you know, grab us the thing of canned peeled potatoes, which are still my favorite for some reason. But we would go have dinner. Yeah. And just go sit on the water and go have dinner. Sometimes we would fish. Sometimes we would just sit there.
Watch the sunset.
Yeah, we would watch the sunset, have our dinner, have our own little time to ourselves. I think that's one of my favorites.
Go out there and take the little electric trolling motor.
Take the little teeny tiny fishing pole.
And go up river a little bit and then cut the motor and let the river just carry us back.
Let the river just take you.
We'd watch the sunset and get our dinner out, and the frogs, oh man, the frogs.
Oh my gosh, the frogs were nuts.
And we caught some mean striper out there too, several times. That was good.
Did you guys eat those?
Yeah, I ate them.
You and Mom ate them. I didn't want nothing to do with them. No. I'm like, ew, it's a fish. I caught it. It's this big, but I don't want to eat it.
But we can tell a funny story on my son too.
Oh gosh.
Because every time we go fishing, you know, if we're fishing with worms or something like that, my son, who's 11 years older than Elizabeth.
11 and a half.
Yeah, he's 11 years older than Elizabeth. He won't put the worm on the hook.
He sit there at like 22 years old. I'm like 10. And he's all, hey, I lost my worm. Would you put another one on there for me? I don't want to touch it. I'm like, you are a grown man.
And hey, Josh, you know that's true, so don't deny it.
Don't say that didn't happen, because I put many a worm on there for just you. And you didn't catch hardly nothing. I caught them all.
That's a true story.
Fish whisperer.
That's a true story right there.
Yes, it is.
I put a bonus track in here.
Oh,
is one of those fishing trips. We were sitting up there at the boat, and the perch were in. Perch and bluegill. Mm-hmm. They would run certain times of the year. They would just come through there in mass.
They were little, but they were there all the time.
And
almost.
Elizabeth was she's probably 7, 8 years old, something like that. She had this little tiny Mickey Mouse princess fishing pole. Little tiny thing.
One of the ones that had those fish that you could throw out and pretend to fish and then reel back.
It was
Gotta practice first.
It was such a kiddie pole that it came with the little fish to practice with first. So she's sitting there, and one of the old timers on the dock. We had a cabin cruiser boat, so we're under a dock, and we're fishing there off the dock in the marina. One of the old timers came up and gave her a lure. He goes, these are the ones that they like this. So he ties it on for her and everything, puts it on there, and she starts fishing with that. And mind you, I don't think we was catching too much before that.
No, I wasn't catching a whole lot. She
started catching bluegill, and she'd throw it out there, and pretty soon she'd be reeling in. We had a 5-gallon bucket.
I had a bucket just sitting there.
And she caught 2 or 3. We kept 2 or 3 of the biggest ones. Next thing I know, she's reeling them in one right after another.
I had them sitting I was sitting on the dock. I didn't even have to cast out or nothing. They were just sitting in the water, looking up at me. I would drop it in the water just with my pole and then pull them out. I didn't even have to reel it in.
That's called a good day fishing, folks.
Yeah.
I think your mother was there, and I think she came out, and you're like, hey, watch this.
I remember saying, watch
2,
this.
3.
I caught another fish. Look at me.
We had to give some fish away and start turning them back. That 5-gallon bucket got full.
I got told, hey, you can't keep them no more.
Stop catching.
Start putting them back. You're
like,
not
what?
allowed to keep no more.
No way. That was some good eating. Well, I hope you all have a good weekend. We're going to turn around here and enjoy the fire as it gets dark. And
I'm going to have me some marshmallows.
We're going to have some roasted marshmallows.
If I don't roast myself here, that's
It's getting hot.
toasty.
I think you could iron this shirt over here right now. And
They almost melted on the table.
enjoy making your memories, because someday you might be able to tell some fun stories. So, bless you all. We'll see you soon. This Randy Ragamuffin Piper there is, what's your name again?
Gandalf?
Gandalf. Elizabeth the Gray. I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is.
Make it the best day yet. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.